So let's talk about what's going to be on the course website for you to use. Now, the course website is going to be your best repository for information relevant to the class and basically in terms of helping you study or make the material you missed if you had to be out. Now, a few important links, obviously the announcement section is going to have the announcements. The Getting Started syllabus is going to have two very important pieces of information for you. First, it's going to have the copy of the syllabus, specifically the most current copy. So if I have to do any updates to the syllabus, it's going to appear there. You just click on the link, you can download the syllabus. The syllabus is also going to contain an outline for what we're going to be covering this semester and also give you the test dates. The second thing it contains is a link to the course textbook. Now, we've switched to OpenStax, which is a freeware textbook. It's available at the University of Berkeley. Click on the link, and you can read the book for free. Now, some students may be repeating this course. If you took this course over a year ago, you probably used Burge. Burge is no longer used by the school, but you are free to use it. So if you prefer to stick with Burge and not use OpenStax, that's fine. But you're going to find that my syllabus doesn't really give you any information on what chapters I'm referencing in Burge. Now, the other thing about OpenStax is that we've selected one book from OpenStax. OpenStax is actually a collection of different books. If you're not happy with OpenStax and you don't want to buy Burge or you don't want to use Burge, even though you have it, you're free to look at the other textbooks that are on the OpenStax website as well. Again, I'm only going to support the textbook that I've linked you to, but you are free to use any resource you want. Now, beneath the Getting Started link, we've got the faculty information. This is going to give you information on my office hours. Beneath that is going to be the lessons link. Now, I used to create a PowerPoint for every lecture I gave. Honestly, I didn't find it was that useful for students. So underneath the lessons link, you're going to find little subfolders corresponding to each test. And within that subfolder, you're going to find the lecture notes pertinent to what material we're going over for that test. Now, sometimes it's just one big fat set of slides. Sometimes they're broken into subject areas like you'll see with test 1. But generally, it's just one big PowerPoint that covers all the material that'll be regarding that specific topic. Now, if you're out of class, feel free to email me. We're not covering all those PowerPoints at once. So I can tell you what material we covered within those PowerPoints. But I do provide you the PowerPoints in advance, so this way you can print them off, bring them to class, and make notes. Now, if we have any in-class problem sets as well, those are going to appear in there, as well as the solution sets. But a note on the solution sets, I don't post the solution sets until about the lecture before the test. The reason being is that I've had issues with students in the past just kind of coming to class with the solution set in hand and just kind of camping out and not really practicing. They're just kind of working with the answer key in front of them. So this is more to encourage you to try to work on this on your own. Now, beneath the lessons link, you're going to find the lesson supplements link. The lesson supplements link is going to contain things like the handouts we have in class. It's also going to contain a link to my YouTube channel. So if there's any specific information that I've covered a YouTube channel regarding this, you're going to have a link to it. Now, I recognize that the YouTube channel isn't that great. It's just kind of there for supplemental, like mini lectures. They don't go nearly into as depth and they don't have nearly as many worked examples. So underneath the course resources link, which will also be in the course menu, I have a link to a better YouTube channel if you want to do that instead. Now, we are in a golden age, so I'd recommend using YouTube if you're having any questions about some of the material. There are a lot of great tutorials online. Now, beneath lesson supplements, you're going to see lab resources. Lab resources is where you're going to find all the information pertinent to the lab course, and I'll talk about that more during the lab sections. But anything you need in terms of handouts, anything you need in terms of submitting your lab report, that can all be found underneath the lab resources section. Beneath lab resources, this is your quizzes and assignments. Anything I'm assigning to you that is due through Blackboard can be found through this link. So when you go to submit your Vesper assignment or you go to submit your lab reports, you'll do this through the quizzes and assignments link. Now, there are also redundant links on the course website, so if you think, well, I think the lab report is probably under lab resources, you're going to find a link there as well. But generally, if I'm asking you to submit something online, you're going to find the link through the Blackboard quizzes and assignment link. Beneath that WebAssign link, click on it. It should carry your credentials over to WebAssign, so this way you can work with WebAssign. WebAssign is going to be the program we use for doing homework. Beneath that, you got course resources and tools. So that's the information that's available to you underneath the course website. Please take the time to go through the course website and familiarize yourself with what's there and where it all is. Because what I try to provide you with is ample access to resources. So what I want you to be able to do is say, well, I missed lecture, but I've got the YouTube videos I can look at, I've got the notes I can look at, I've got practice problems I can look at. I don't want you to feel like you don't ever have access to the materials you need to do well in the course.